Previously on What Would Joel Do?
America is where I raised my sons. America is where I made my fortune. You need to accumulate a minimum of $250 if you want to open up a brokerage account. When the market is going up, that's bullish activity. Bears are synonymous with the market going down, bear market conditions.
So how do you deal with the controversy of trading in a world that says you can't do it on your own? What would Joel do?
It's like me against the world. Just because I sell stocks, it feels good putting money in my mailbox. It's like all eyes are on me.
Closing numbers on the markets today. At one point, the market fell.
Shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5%. Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate. We're red everywhere, essentially, down by 4-5%.
Dow at the same time has fallen.
I have talked to the heads of almost every single one of these firms in the last 72 hours, and he has no idea what it's like out there. None! These firms are going to go out of business, and he's nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
Let's get into the psychology of the market. Back in 2008, America experienced one of the biggest sell-offs in our country's history. We saw stocks fall 80 to 90%. We also saw real estate drop in price. We saw people losing their homes. We saw businesses file for bankruptcy. As humans, we felt fear and panic, but as an investor, we should have been licking our chops. As investors, the key to making money is buying low and selling high. The second part that they really don't teach you is dollar cost averaging. So what is dollar cost averaging? Well, dollar cost averaging is buying at different price levels, whether it's going down or up in price. So let's assume that we had $150,000. Back in 2007, we would put all our eggs in one basket and buy all our real estate at one time. But with dollar cost averaging, I'm going to show you how it can benefit you. So with $150,000, we're going to buy in two parts. We're going to have house A that we buy in 2007, and we're going to have house B that we buy in 2008. Now, both homes were worth $100,000 in 2007. Because we didn't use all of our funds, we were able to buy another piece of real estate when the market fell. So, the first home, house A, was worth $100,000 in 2007. House B was worth $50,000 in 2008. Now, in 2017, both homes are now worth $100,000. But because you didn't put all your eggs in one basket, the first home, house A, is still worth $100,000. But house B, because you put your ego to the side and you let prices come down, you were able to buy another piece at a lower price at $50,000. And now that home is worth $100,000. So now you gained $50,000 in equity using $150,000. So now let's use the same scenario, but we're going to use stock. Let's go with McDonald's, since everybody's familiar with McDonald's. The ticker symbol is MCD. Now, back in 2007, if you had $150,000, we're not going to put all our eggs in one basket. We're going to use $100,000. $100,000 would roughly buy you about 2,000 shares of McDonald's because it was $50 a share. Now, in 2008, McDonald's actually went up in price. So instead of dollar cost averaging down, you're actually going to dollar cost average up. Alright, so with $50,000, you would be able to buy about 800 shares of McDonald's. Now in 2017, McDonald's stock is now worth about $160. If you take the $160 times the amount of shares that you have, which was $2,800, you would roughly have about $450,000 today. So your initial investment was $150,000, but now you have $300,000 in profit. So now it's homework time. What I want you guys to do this week is I want you to keep it simple, all right? I want you to go into the Yahoo Finance app or whatever brokerage platform that you use. I want you to find a stock. I want you to look at it over a year, and I want you to buy at 5 different levels. Take those different levels, I want you to average out your price and see how much you would be up or down during that time. So keep practicing and keep pushing, and I am out.
Tupac, can I have your autograph? Tupac, Tupac, Tupac.
Check, son of revelation.
And I don't know why your girl keeps paying.
It's the world. It's like I got all the weight.
Oh my God.
Bye bye, just another fly guy.
You ask why it
Don't matter. My pockets got fatter and everybody's looking for the ladder. Brenda's got a baby.